Hello. Hi, everyone. Oh, welcome in, everyone. I'm excited to be here. Let me get some technical things together here. Welcome in, everyone. Give me just a few minutes. I am trying to, I don't know. The internet is looking spotty or grainy or something. So yes, you have caught me live. Guys, does the picture look weird? It's showing up weird on my end. So just let me know if this thing is streaming, okay? And then we will get started. Sometimes maybe it does that in the beginning. Welcome in, everyone. I am so from Indonesia. Welcome in. Yes, it's morning in Indonesia. Welcome in. Hi, Buffalo Wild Wings. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Sister Sonia. Hi, Runita. Hi, Star Round 7, Barbara. Welcome in, Michelle. Welcome in. Yes, you caught the live. Hey, is the picture looking a little weird? Yeah? What's going on, guys? I don't know what it is, but it's looking very, very strange. It's fine on your end? Okay, let me just check something. Let me see if it's fine on my end here. Y'all, we got a lot to talk about. I'm so tired of talking about this, but y'all, these things, like, they just write themselves. We're continuing on with the psychic investigation. JD Vance, Trump, I've been getting a lot of messages on y'all. We're about to just lay it all down in this video today. It's fine. Okay, we are going to lay this thing all down. See, if you give energy time enough just to exist, it will end up telling on itself. And I need to pull up some receipts that I saw Trump taking some stuff out of the White House, y'all. I told y'all, we're home alone. They're cleaning the place out like the movie Home Alone. They got all the fine china. You know what I'm even getting? Y'all, it might get interesting. I'm even getting some people, some of y'all's loved ones that passed away. It's given that they even took the ashes in the vase. This is how deep this heist is. What they are doing in the White House. It's a little blurry. Yes, it's blurry. I don't know what's going on. Let me fix that. Let me see if I can fix it. Okay. I'm still here. I don't know what's going on. Uh-oh, it must be a good video. Maybe it'll be a good video. Okay, let's see if it's still blurry. Let's see if it's still blurry. I'm checking. Okay, it's weird because on my computer, it looks okay on my phone, but on the computer, girl, a little sus. Okay, a little grainy. Okay, is it still grainy? It was clear. I don't know what's going on. It was clear earlier at the top, but we can see you clearly. Okay, boom, baby, boom, 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 boom. Okay, all right. I get so excited. Okay, you can see me. Okay, cool. All right, let me know if things get a little grainy or, you know, if you can't hear along the way. Let's jump right into this message. Guys, I want to first say more than half of you guys who watch my channel on a regular basis are not subscribed to this channel. Please subscribe to the channel. I put my heart, my soul, my passion into bringing you guys these messages because, you know, I am just like in tune, tapped right into source, the real God. And as you guys see, all of this is falling down. What this more so is about is the great divide, is the shift, and is the split. And these characters that we see, you know, JD Vance and Erika and Charlie, you see how Charlie now is an afterthought. Do you see what they did? Do you see what they just did? The 1-2 switcheroo on us. And I saw Trump stealing stuff out of the White House. And one of my visions, girl, this is what we're going to talk about is, y'all subscribe to the channel and like the video when you come in. Okay, so this is what we're going to talk about. I'm just checking a few things here. Okay, dang, what is going on with the, am I still clear? I need to know if I'm clear. Good. Give me trust. Okay, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to set a few things up. I'm going to set a few things up. What I'm going to do is I want to recap. I'm going to play a few videos because it's given like soft launching. It ain't even soft launching because at this point, we got JD Vance's wife, Usha, looking all old and haggard. And that is not by accident. I'm going to tell y'all what a little birdie told me. What I was channeling is that they will tell certain people to allow themselves to let themselves go a bit. So you remember how all the presidents, they age like something crazy, except for Trump. He ain't even really aged, but they age something crazy because it's part of them pulling the wool over our eyes that they are really doing work, right? That they're really working hard for the American people. So part of them, some of them have to let themselves age rapidly because when you have as much money as she has, when you have access to all of these things and the best doctors around and some, $4.99 hair dye, you're not going to be looking like that at 39 years old. It's just not going to happen when you have access to the best of the best. And even if you're not getting any plastic surgery, you have access to the best of the best facials. Okay? So that right there is, we're calling BS on that. She's purposefully looking old. I think she's in on this thing too, I'm telling you. We can't trust none of them, but we're going to see. I might look into her energy field. Oh, thank you. Like the shirt. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, they're making her look old. And then we got Erika with 10 pounds of makeup on. And what is up with the eyes? I'm so sorry. This came into my field of awareness the other day. Do you know, remember the children with the black eyes? Or remember when they like around 2020, when all these videos was coming out about Hillary Clinton? And they were talking about the children and they were talking about the people or the kids with the black eyes. And that all of these little pop stars, sometimes you'll see them, they'll take pictures with like black makeup or black eyes. And what that means is what they're doing to the little, what, to the children. You get what I'm throwing down here? Well, Erika's eyes is giving that. She is signaling to us what she is all about. Hence the really, really dark eye makeup. Hey, I get it. I love a good smoky eye. I love it. But you have this stuff at times where you're supposed to be mourning. You're supposed to be crying tears. How you gotta have all that makeup on? Not possible. This thing had been staged from the very beginning. From her literally practically letting, Trump fill her up on stage the first time. Trump making her signal the, whatever with her hands. She had to get that one out because she's a good Christian woman. I told y'all, their form of Christianity is the perversion of the cross. And they are leading everyone down this white nationalism. Y'all, it's not just white people. I am telling you, there is so many other nationalities and races and even black people that literally are like zombies and literally spewing the same script. It's like the red pill movement, how they, talk about women and all this stuff. It's just content. These people are at home consuming this stuff. And it doesn't even matter if you're male or female, if you're black or white, they all share the same talking points. Because it is an agenda and it is literally programming, rewiring of the, not just the subconscious, but a total hijack of your system. So guys, if you haven't been here, I'm a conscious channeler. What that means is I don't have to put myself in trance in order to channel. I can channel right from my conscious mind. When you guys come on this channel, that's why you need to subscribe. I'm channeling all of these things. I'm giving you a recap, but when I'm pulling certain things, this is just coming from source. So the channeling is all within the conversation that we're having, okay? So what was I saying? Yep. So those black eyes, remember the Romanian devils that I'm calling it Romanian devils because that's what they turned it into. They're supposed to be going helping the poor children of Romania, but that's what Erika Kirk, when she started working for Trump, was supposed to be doing because she was Miss America. But instead, what was happening? Children were coming up missing, and you know what? And now she's wearing the black eye makeup, signaling to us what she's all about when it comes to our kids. This is all alleged now, girl, but you know, spirit just ain't never lied. So that's what I'm saying. So you have to know that what's going on, what we thought was just the left, and the whole time when we talk about Obama and Hillary Clinton and all those things, no, baby, they doing it too. They are doing the same exact thing. And the stage play is for you to take your bow and bow out of the game. That's what this is for. They have to tell you without telling you in this year of the 9. If they think they're going to escape their karma, they were like, oh, I showed it to you. It's not my fault that you didn't pick up what I was throwing down. Do you know what I mean? So someone said Usha might be sick. Okay. Toxic politician's husband. Yeah. But, you know, first of all, let me say this. And we channeled this yesterday. Or the day before when I came on here. JD Vance is not a straight man. Alleged now, girl, but you know, he's not. There's something going on with his sexuality, and that was very clear when we pulled up some pictures, and I was just reading the energy in the picture. And he also has strong identity crisis coming up in his energy field, and a strong, you know, self-concept is very weak. And he has imposter syndrome, and his imposter syndrome is not only attached to the fact that he knows that he didn't earn this gig, but also it's attached to his sexuality. So what I'm telling you guys, it's none of these people are what they appear to be. And that's why I'm thinking Usha is in on it too. Because the thing is, she knows of what the people want, because they're already out there. What did I say, guys? Did I not say they are going to use Charlie Kirk's name, image, and likeness during the whole kind of pre-election phase? Yeah, that's what they're doing. And literally, some of these Republicans have been going around the country, you know, and kind of, you know, talking to the youth, and what the youth is saying, hey, you're Indian. We're white Christian nationalists, and how you have a different God than us, and your God is a demon. Yes, literally people telling people this. Your God is a demon, so how are you going to govern us, right? And so these are the things that some of the melanated people are up against, you know, on running for, you know, political office on the right. Like, these people aren't going for anyone besides someone that looks like Erika Kirk. They're not going to go for someone with a different religion. They're not going to go for an Indian woman, a black woman, or anyone else in between. They want their white nationalist, you know, figures, and they know that. And you think Usha is stupid? She knows that too. Guys, when you marry this far up the chain, it's not about you being faithful, or it's not about any of that. It's about money, power, and control. Look at what poor Charlie had to do. Charlie had to be involved in an incident that faked his death because they acquired Turning Point USA. The United States acquired it. Or rather, they, what do you call it? What do you call it when you give someone an option, but the only option you lose, both options are losing for you? That's what I'm saying. He had no choice but to turn that company over because it had become too powerful because of these white Christian nationalists. These are the people that are very, especially the youth, they're very young and impressionable. And these people are out for blood if they don't get what they feel that they were promised, is what I'm saying. And now, like I said, it extends from different backgrounds and nationalities and skin colors, because a lot of people are drinking the Kool-Aid, right? But the Kool-Aid ain't clean, is what I'm saying. So they know they don't even have to have him divorce her. All they have to do is give us a little less of Usha and a lot more of Erika in her black eyeliner. That's it. And her in the leather pants. That's all they have to do. Where in the minds of the people who are voting, and truly they're like robots of the system. These are the zombies, right? All they have to do is in their mind's eye, just see the two together. And trust me, that will be enough. And Usha will get pushed back into the background, you know, when it comes to the campaign trail. I am telling you, I believe that she's in on it. And I don't care if they announce a divorce, because it looks like they're already building a strong foundation for that. I don't care. She's going to get what she wants, even if she does step down, because she's also playing a role. When you marry that high up, this is a role that you fulfill. Just like Meghan Markle, when she came into the royal family, she didn't understand, maybe this was a role. And you learn really quickly that even though you barely, 40%, Black, she found out very quickly that those people want pure blood, pure bread, And so that's what we're dealing with. And these are not normal people, right? And so this is why Usha must be pushed into the background, and why I think that she will allow this to happen, because at the end of the day, if Vance gets into the presidency, that's going to look at her kids' lineage. Look at what they will be getting. And look how she will be getting money on the back end. She will not lose out of this. She won't lose. So they make her look sickly, make her, not dye her hair, spend the $5 on the hair dye, and and they will let the far right MAGAs do the rest. Do the rest. They will. I guarantee you. I don't even care if he's still married to this woman. These MAGA people will have signs with Erika and the new Charlie Kirk. Did you guys hear in the last video? I accidentally slipped up and called JD Kirk. I said JD Kirk. That wasn't a slip. That was spirit talking. He's already in the vibration of Charlie. Charlie's gone. And like I said, he had to take part in the fake stage death, because this company is worth billions, not 500 million. No. This company is a multi-billion-dollar, source is saying meat suit. You know what I say a meat suit is? It's literally your avatar. This company is an avatar. And the avatars house something. They house, like, our bodies are avatars that house our spirit and our soul and our consciousness, right? And our software and our human technology and all of that. This is what this company is, Turning Point USA. It is a shell company to house things. I told you guys. Remember I said somehow I see government funds being funneled through Turning Point USA, but via a shadow government? Remember what I said, that I see, what else I see? I see them somehow getting military money through Turning Point USA. And at first I thought, well, that's kind of weird. But when you go back to Erika and the Romanian, angels, that organization that she was, a part of it was actually, she was in bed with the military. The military were part of the organization. So it's not far-fetched when I tell you there will be military funds. People will be giving funds into Turning Point USA, because for the military, they will be accepting those kind of donations. So maybe Erika will pull a rabbit out of her hat again with another, I don't know, Romanian or America Angels or whatever they got cooking over there. This foundation and church or whatever it is, it's all perverted. All of this is a perversion of the Christ. If you've been here through the psychic investigation, all of these people are in brotherhood, and what they did was they perverted the cross, the Christ, Jesus, Yeshua. They perverted that energy. And they turned it at least 33 degrees, making a X and essentially lining back up with the KKK vibration. So the far right people, make no mistake about it, this is all KKK vibration, and hence why we must have a reset right now. Sorry, guys, I'm just flowing with this. And, I just got to say it like it is. Why we must have the reset? Well, they reset the earth every 70, 80 years or so anyway. And the reason for that is that they are thieves. Simply put, they are thieves. And so it brings me to what I saw Trump doing. I had a dream. Okay. I had a vision inside of a dream. And I saw Trump running out of the White House. And guess what he was holding? He was holding a, what's the dog that is the Doge? What kind of dog is that? That is for the Dogecoin dog? That's what he was holding. He was holding like a figure of this dog, right? And it looked like, I think it's a Shiba dog. I think the Doge is a Shiba dog. So he was holding that, and it was like a statue of the dog. And I saw him looking both ways. He was like crossing the street, running with Doge. And it's interesting because remember that Elon Musk came in to manage or help with the Department of Government Efficiency, aka Doge. And what was Doge responsible for? Doge was responsible for cutting funding and literally saving Americans dollars, right? So they cut back on spending a lot of money for certain things. And so essentially, since they made all those trillions of dollars or billions of dollars of cutbacks, then that means America has more money. But see, the only problem was I saw Trump running away with that Doge, with that money. It's a heist, high-level robbery going on right now. Very, very high-level robbery. And if you look into the Doge and to the Shiba Inu coins, cryptocurrencies, they are actually down. I wonder why they are down. Is it because someone else wanted in? I love Source. I love Source God because Source God never lies. Part of why the markets are down and the crypto space as well, because they want in. And so what they do is they fake these stage things. They make the announcements for the tariffs, right? To pull the market down because it gives them enough time to buy at the lowest price possible. So they crash you. You've been waiting for years. They crash you and then they get in at rock bottom prices. I saw Trump running away with the Shiba Inu dog, right? And so to me, that tells me that he got in. They got in. And even when you look into his son, and they all had cryptocurrencies, his son, himself, his other son, his younger son, his older son, Melania, they all are getting rich off of the American people. And the sad part is that the people that are the farthest right MAGA are the people that are living literally paycheck to paycheck and on benefits. And they really thought that Trump was going to be their savior. Because Trump, it's not just Trump. It's, guys, none of these people are working as a singular person or entity. This is all a plan, so the Trump camp, right? Trump didn't get himself in. There are shadow governments, people that are truly in power that are putting these people in place. And so they thought that Trump was actually working for them. Even the Christians, the foolishness of these Christians to say, no, God wants Trump in the office. God does want Trump in the office, but not because Trump is a Christian. God wants Trump in the office because Trump plays both sides. Trump provides the perfect temperament and temperature for us to exit out the karmic portal and the end of the age portal. And you have no choice but to see it. If you don't see it, you're getting recycled. So Literally, the world's on fire. I want you to understand this energetically in the spirit realm. What is happening? Some of us are looking in the karmic mirror. We're clearing ourselves and we are cleaning out house, and we are preparing and prepping for the new earth vibration. Other people are running scared. They're looking at the news and they're running off of, oh, I need the benefits. I don't know how I'm going to do this and how I'm going to do that. But you have an army with you. Source comes with an army. You have an army with you, but we've been so used to the external God and the external things. So if you have not yet come into the gnosis of everything starts within first, help comes within, be your own first point of contact and all of that, because the Christ is within the heart, you're going to have a very hard time in this new vibration, in this new season. And so I say that to say that this is what's going on. We're home alone. They raided the place. And not only did they steal all of the money out of the old system because they're doing a fake reset. There is a spiritual reset going on, but the fake reset are done by their hands. And they literally, I can't keep stating this, but I have to as Mother of the Ages, because children, earth children, we got to get this right. Right now, I see our earth gonna be destroyed because of hate and racism. And that is disturbing to me. When you scale everything back, humanity has not, where have we gotten? Where have we gotten? That's sad. And the truth about it is we're going to be the ones that ruin our own world, because the vibration of the new earth, everything is shifted into a higher vibration. It can't hold the hate and stuff. So if you still have that in your heart, if you still on the racism stuff and prejudice and classism stuff and all of that, you will not make it to new earth vibration. I'm telling you what I know. And I don't care how you grew up, because we all grew up being programmed by our parents, but it's not their fault anymore. It's our responsibility to clean up our own files inside. There are people that I do not allow around me. If you're over spewing hate, you can't come around me. I don't care who you are. It won't happen, because you are not about to get me out of my vibration. And it makes me feel dirty when I hear people talk like that. I don't want to be around them. I don't want nothing to do with them. Nothing. I'm sorry, I just had to say that because it's so important. Thank you, Gail, for the $20 super chat. Thank you so much. Okay. Whew. So I know there's a lot to say. You know, sometimes that you don't even have to do the psychic, you know, the drawing, because this stuff it's here for us. You guys, you don't have to be psychic to realize what is happening. Literally, I can't express enough. We're home alone and they are stealing from us. And on top of that, guys, I'm telling you, a lot of these people they're gay. I saw something, maybe I wasn't supposed to see it, but it came into my field of awareness. And I was like, why am I seeing this? I saw Travis Kelce, is it? Taylor Swift's, what do you call him? Vance. I saw him in a very compromised position. And it's like he was waiting on someone. I am about to go there, what I saw. I don't know. Sometimes it's like, Spirit, why are you showing me all this stuff? I don't want to see all this, but somehow it just falls into my lap. So he was in a very compromised position. And then there was someone lurking in the background who was very angry at him. And guess who that someone was? None other than Obama. Obama was standing in the dark like it was like he was a deity of some sort. And he was tall, much taller than what he is. And it felt as if Obama is running a lot of this stuff behind the scenes. And I know this is what I'm getting. And somehow, I don't know why Travis Kelce was in that compromising position, but it felt as if he had traded on Obama, that he was not following the protocol or the plan, because I think now maybe Travis Kelce may be more MAGA, but remember back, when the Obama and the other president was in the office, he was kind of more on that side. And I did see Obama giving him a very stern look. And he was in a position of like, he knew that he had to pay for what he's done. So I am telling you guys, do not be fooled by any of these people. I don't care what these far right people say. They're against the trans, they're against the gays, they're against anyone that is not on the KKK vibration, because that is what it is. You have to know that. It's demonic and evil, and we can't use it in the new vibration. You won't be able to go anywhere with that. Try to plug that in and power yourself with that hate. Good luck. It will never happen. So what I'm saying is, I'm telling you what I've been feeling. A lot of these MAGA people are actually gay people. And they're doing so much deflecting. Like, it's kind of crazy. It's really weird. And so, you know how when they say that all of these presidents' wives has been transgender and all this stuff, I'm kind of, it's given that vibe. It's given the vibe that, back in the day when women weren't allowed to be actors, and so some of the men had to dress up like women and literally play the love interest of another man. I am telling y'all, it's like I'm tapping into the vibration of what their secret society. It's Roman-esque energy. And so this is why, like, the Diddy's of the world and the Jay-Z, they can tiptoe into, in and out of their gayness, because by their standards, they don't live by our standards, by their standards, by the religion they serve, which is very old school, Roman-esque, it is totally proper to be with, for men to, to be with men, but it's because of there's something sacred within that time that is part of their, not just rituals, but it's part of their brotherhood. It's the foundation of their system, of their Masonic system, is what I'm saying. And so I'm getting this all over this. It's giving a lot of these women are not who we think that they are, and that they're just beards, It's crazy. I don't know, but it's in the energy field, and I wouldn't even be surprised. And Melania is so unproblematic. She is, but we just got to start looking with our eyes sometimes too, and there's nothing wrong with being that, but don't present to us one thing. Don't tell us that you're fighting against this when your very brotherhood is built off of transhumanism. That's all I'm saying. That is, I don't know why Source really wanted me to say that. And it's almost like I didn't even have to do this on Usha, because Source has already said that it's all staged. She knows. You think she's dumb? She wants her money, and she wants status for her children. You don't think she knows that she's a beard? Look at that woman. When's the last time she's been touched? Really, seriously, look at her. She is starving for love and attention. You can tell. You can absolutely tell. So she's not dumb. They're not out for oh, I just got to have love and all of that. Those people, they don't. They do not think like that. They truly just don't. So I wanted to say that. And I guess, I want to make sure I stick on to the title. So JD Vance planned to steal Turning Point USA from Charlie. Yes. We've been talking about this whole time, but that's what has happened. And he didn't steal it. This thing was agreed upon. Charlie Kirk had no choice but to give it up. And in fact, with him being in, see, Trump knows how to play this game. Trump know how to play this game, baby. He's good. This whole time he's been priming Charlie to take over his company. This whole time. And Erika was an implant handler, if you will, but an implant to make sure that that happened. I wouldn't even be surprised I get an image, kind of like a talk, that they literally sit down Charlie and say, hey, Charlie, here's your real life. Sorry, Erika had to play a role. She was never your wife. She works for, you know, the feds. I'm getting that. Children aren't your real children. It's given that. And I'm not saying that the children aren't the real children, but what I'm saying is everyone around him is in on it. He was kept out of a lot of things, the larger thing that's going on. It's like the Truman Show. I brought this up before. You know, and Truman was living his life. He was literally on a reality TV show. He didn't know. But the whole world would tune in and watch him. They would watch him eat. They would watch him go to work. They would just watch him all the time. And he didn't find out that he was literally the whole life he was living as a stage. This is what the true man is, the story of true men and women. They're telling us all of this is staged. And it wasn't until at the end he was sailing off into the ocean and then he hit a wall. That's the ice wall. He got to the end of the stage. He probably saw the lights, because I used to work in Hollywood, right? So when you go onto these sets, right, you can have literally, like if you're on a sitcom set, they'll have the family room, the kitchen, the bathroom, the bedrooms, and everything. Even you know, these little scenes that they cut to, right? They have all of that, and the cameras are set up where literally it shoots, you know, all of that from different angles. But then right outside of the set, you know, you see the wires, you see the lights hanging. If you look up, you know, outside of the camera view, and you see the craft services over here, you see the extras walking around, you see the people waiting to get queued in for their lines. You see the whole operation. The problem with humanity, we haven't saw that part. All we've been seeing is what they show us on TV, because they show you everything that's already curated. They show it to you from their lens, from their viewpoint, or from their vantage point. You never are invited on set to see the lights and to see the whole operation as a whole. When we do the psychic investigation, when we literally use these psychic gifts and we remote view and we use the clear sentience and all of those things, we're literally seeing inside of the set. You're not real. You have to know that. And I know I might be getting off, but see, you know, YouTube got me in a certain algorithm, so I got to be able to do my spiritual teachings inside of this stuff. So I had a dream the other night, and it was like I was back in my old house, right? Like the house I grew up in. And then there was like a new person introduced. It was like that house was like a place that people met that came from other like star systems. And then this woman came, and I remember she had a baby, and then we were trying to make accommodations for her and clear out space and stuff, and like place for her to put her clothes, and you know, because she's about to play this role as this human. And then she looks at me and she's like, oh my God, you don't even look like how you looked on the ship. Like it was just like, she was like, you're doing a good job at this thing, right? So it's like, y'all, we are just only projecting a part of our consciousness down here. This ain't real. We came here, some of us came here, especially light workers, to grow, to expand, to help other people get the heck out of this matrix. And so she was like, wow, you're doing a good job. You look like you're, you know, your earth suit. This is convincing. Wow. And she now was off the ship, and she was introduced into the stage play of humanity. And she was playing a single mother, right? So she had a little baby in tow, and we were clearing space. Okay, put your clothes here and this and that. And I was like, wow, that's more than likely probably what is going on. More than likely. I was like, oh, okay. So at least I know I'm playing a good role, because I didn't look anything like I look on the ship, okay? So it looks like I'm playing a good role. So so that's what I'm saying, y'all. This is what's happening. You can't take this stuff serious. So look what I just did. I brought us literally to a macro level. And what this is you've literally just had your consciousness expanded, right? So your consciousness has been expanded, and now you see the perimeters of the set, right? None of this is real. Okay. And so I have to say that. And so this was a plan. They set him down. He had no choice. This was the only choice. Trump is very smart. Trump was literally allowing him to align Turning Point USA with the rhetoric of the far right. Don't believe that Trump believes all this stuff he says. Because when I tap into Trump's heart, he has a heart of a child. It's very pure, to be honest with you. Energy doesn't lie. I don't care what he presents himself to be. But when I tap into his energy, he always shows up very childlike and very light in the heart, even though it doesn't look like it. So he used Charlie and was allowing Charlie. Remember how I said Charlie was playing a game of checkers alongside of Trump's game of chess? He allowed it to happen because Charlie's company was always going to be a tool for keeping not just the Republicans, but this set in, this group of entities in. And Charlie's company was getting so big that Trump needed to utilize it because remember, Trump plays chess. Charlie was playing checkers. Erika was in the game of chess. All of these players in his life, these people who helped set up this staged event, this staged death, allegedly now, were all playing chess. And he was outed. He had no choice because there was too many things stacked against him. He had no choice because this company had become bigger than him. The company was bigger than him. This company is governmental. It is. And so, like I said, he was always worth more dead than alive. And in fact, like I said before, eminent domain is a law that allows the government to take private property if they need it for governmental use. That's what they pulled on Charlie Kirk. They needed this company for governmental use because it has grown and it had something very important. It had interest of the Zionists. They were willing to pour in not just millions, they were pouring billions into a company of this stature to pay for the influence, right? And so this company became much bigger than him. So Erika even had no choice. Even if she didn't want to play the game, and she did, she was always playing from day one. Never loved him, sorry. She had to because she knows this thing was much bigger than Charlie, and Trump understood it. And Trump allowed him to play his game of chess alongside of the game, play Charlie's game of checkers alongside the game of chess that Trump was playing. And when it was the right time where he needed to have this tool to plug into the game of chess that he was playing, then this is where they acquired it. And they sent J.D. Vance in because J.D. Vance is the next one up. So they sent him in to replace Charlie. It wasn't a slip that the last video I said I called J.D. Vance J.D. Kirk. It wasn't a mistake. You guys will see him morph a little bit more into Charlie. I'm telling you. I am telling you. Because this company, when I tell you, it is a massive governmental vehicle for all those things that Trump is stealing out of the White House. Meanwhile, his supporters are literally can't even eat and pay their light bill. All that stuff he's stealing, guess where it's going? Turning Point USA. And Erika ain't running nothing. Make no mistake about it. They didn't turn this company over to her. No, she's allowed to be a face. She's allowed to get a paycheck on the face. This does not have her name on it. That is on period. It does not. It doesn't. It doesn't. I didn't even need to pull up them videos. I didn't. I just love when the source codes just come through. And so now that you guys know all of this, and I've been channeling that guy. I was sitting here preparing, and I channeled a name, Nick. And then I looked, I'm like, Nick, is it Fuentes? So he might be stepping into the psychic investigation soon, because he's showing up in the energy too. I don't think he's a straight man as well. I'm telling you, I don't think any of these are. I think they're the government, the governance is how I hear it, of their brotherhood, Masonic order, does not allow canoodling with women. I am telling you, I am getting this thing very strongly. Unless you're trans, I'm telling you. I am telling you. So everybody got a bearded woman. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But yeah, you will see him form a little bit more into Charlie. But make no mistake about it, Turning Point USA literally is the shell company, and all of the spoils from all of our hard-earned work and money. Trump is stealing out of the White House. Not just Trump, it's all of them. That's why they had to shut this down, to reset, but to skim a little off of the top for themselves. All that money they saved in Doge, where do you think it's going? You think Elon just exited stage left without anything? No. No. That's also part of the stage play. Part of it we saw was ego, yes. But underneath it all, these people do paperwork. Trust and believe he got the money that he needed, and he got us. I'm hearing this so clearly. They sold us out, our digital information, and the digital information I get is inside of us. And I don't even think we understand that we have digital information inside of us. He got that. How did he get that? Through medical records, maybe through, I don't know how he got it, but that is what he got. And I have to keep saying it, make no mistake about it, Trump is with it. Because he has to be, because he's also placed in, all these people are placed puppets in, because zone out and none of this is real. It's all stage play. And so they heisted everything out of the system. And then to the point where the government's supposed to be shut down, but yet Argentina's still getting money. Oh, Israel can still get paid, girl, during the shutdown. And then they're like, oh, we're going to give partial benefits. But it's like so partial that it's not even up to like 10 or 15% of what normally would have gone out. Because they stole that too. How sad can it be? They stole that too. So not only does this affect people, men and women, on benefits, but it also affects the people who offer the benefits. It also affects the stores. It also affects the truckers who carrying the food. It also affects the everyday American. Now the food goes up more. So this is what we've gotten with the heist. The heist. And they use that Department of Government Efficiency to literally go in and steal, take things off of the balance sheet, and then shut it down. So in their computers, they can start moving everything, and everything will be digital. That's what I'm getting. It's not going to be no more, what do you call it? It's not going to be no more like antiquated or something. It's all digital. Hence why we have to have the digital ID, because the government has gone all digital. Hence why they had to have your digital information. And you know where I get this in? I'm telling you, source keeps drawing my attention to right here. There's something here, and it feels like it's right above the chest, or even possibly part of the heart, or some sort of, not artery or vein of some sort, that allows them to get this information. And I'm almost getting the vibe that they get it from our blood when we go and we give our blood, or we have to get a testing done at the hospital. I'm telling you, there's something there. Source never lies. There's something there. And they got our digital information as well. And so now you see remember I was like, what, 6 months, 7 months ago, I literally, I've never had a clearer vision. You guys can listen to this on the channel, but it's under the video section. But I never saw this so clearly. I saw the digital matrix being formed. And there are people that are the prototype. They are using people like you and I, that they're literally having as the prototype, where they're building literally, let's say there's 10 types of the people that they deemed that they want in the digital matrix. Well, they'll pick, 10 people, and they'll literally make the clones and the bots and all of that off of it. This is where we're going, guys. You have to understand, it's much bigger than this. This company was only a means to literally get the kid out. That's how they looked at him. Get the kid out, and let's play this big boys game, where now we're literally changing from a paper system to digital. And they're going to funnel a lot of stuff. When I'm talking about digital army, digital celebrities, digital. And all of the money they scammed off of the top was to produce this new matrix. It's not a new world. And it's deeper than a reset. It's literally a matrix inside of a matrix, because they had to encapsulate us because we were getting free. They know New Earth. You think they want us going to New Earth? No. So they have to create a digital matrix where they can bind you down to their fake false laws, because we're all sovereign, not just the people over there pretending to be the kings and queens of Europe, because they're not even from there. They're part of the Rothschilds. We are the sovereign. Us solar beings are the sovereign. And this is the status that we got to get back to. We got to start telling people what time it is. We got to stop being afraid. You got to stop being afraid of them taking away this or taking away that, or doing this or doing that, and go within and allow the source, to be your sustenance. And when you get this bold, this calm, authority that you have inside of you, you will see the true God arise in your life. Because the God that most people have been praying to is in fact part of their demonic system. I'm just saying. And you guys can look at their rhetoric and how they pick apart the Bible, the white nationalists, which is really in line with the KKK vibration, how they pick up the Bible and they literally use it to support their hate agenda. Yeah, not of God. I'm just saying. So I don't even know what else I need to say in this video. And there's so much more I could say. And, maybe it was good to take a break from all the drawings today, but I will come back and we will do some more, psychic investigations. I'm really curious to see now the field of Erika Kirk next to JD Vance. I'm going to see if JD Vance again starts to morph into the Charlie Kirk field. And I'm getting something. Yep. Boy, the channelings be channeling, girl. 1 second. Something coming up about the morphogenic field. Morphogenic field, they say it's a concept in development, but it's not. Biology representing the region of the embryo that forms a specific structure, like a limb or heart, by coordinating cell behavior through both genetic and non-genetic signals. It is called a field because it can self-correct after damage, and is shaping by a complex set of non-local patterning signals, such as bioelectric signals, chemical, and protein polarity. Interesting. Some theories extend this concept to the inheritance of form and behavior across species. suggesting the morphogenic fields can also influence evolutionary patterns through the process of the morphogenic resonance. I'm just saying, y'all. Source, I don't think we're about to get into all of this, but remember I said they're taking something from us to plug into a digital matrix. Something with this morphogenic field is going to become very important as we start to build this thing out. But I'm gonna keep that in the back pocket for now. But it's interesting that morphogenic field can influence evolutionary patterns. That's the key. That's the key. We're not even evolving like we should. Let that sink in on how staged this whole thing has been. All of this is controlled. You think they don't know about this field? You don't think they don't know about the quantum field? You don't think they know about new earth vibration, about the subconscious templates and all of that? They've literally gone ahead of us to literally put roadblocks spiritually, psychically, through psychic manipulation and all of that, psychic attacks and all of that, to literally scramble our codes is what it is. Because if they scramble our codes so that we don't use them, we have to put ourselves back together. This is why people are like, they don't know what's going on. What's going on with me? Why am I going through this? Because they scramble your codes. That's why. Because they're literally tinkering around with evolution. There's no monkey evolution and all of that. Nope, 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 did not happen. They've been feeding this to us. We have no idea what we're capable of. And maybe we don't evolve at all because none of this is real. Maybe they just scrapped one version of the species, put everybody to sleep, and like the Cabbage Patch Kids, and bring them back online into a new world with a new code. And then that's how you get the deja vu, where you're like, didn't I do this before? Yeah, you did, but they scrapped the old version, and now you're the version 2.0. The code is the code 2.0. You're still getting the avatar when you come in as a soul. Do you see what I mean? The codes are what they are switching around. Thank you, Source. They're switching the code. It's not done through this regular evolution. Nope. Source say that ain't it. That ain't it. They're controlling these fields, and then they control our code. They control our form. They control how fast we do a certain thing, because it's all done within the code, within the DNA, within the, within the cells, right? Within the instructions. They are the ones playing God. Has not been God. I'm telling y'all, nobody has met God. Unless you've been in soul isolation, unless you've been brought down to the pits of hell and then resurrected, girl, with your own personal experience. No one has met God through these religions. You've only met God on your solo journey into expansion. That's it. This has all been orchestrated by these people. They are the misfits. They're misfits. And then they want to look at us like we're the misfits. No, baby, we are the real soul essence beings. We are the controllers of all of this. Y'all are the misfits. And y'all can't evolve. And that's why you tinker around with us. It's like a controlled thing. And this is another prophecy that I saw. I saw these blank clone babies waiting for their script. And guess who they're bringing online? When I talk about the AI world, remember the blue elixir that Trump got himself into, that is literally going to give way to AI people being brought into our society? Well, guess what I saw? I saw the embryos, and guess who they're going to start to bring into our society? You would never guess. These passed away celebrities that passed away. I saw Biggie Smalls. These passed away celebrities. Yeah, they're going to bring them in as AI. They're going to be living amongst us, guys. You're going to be able to go and see them, and they're going to bring back all of the greats and even the animals and all of this stuff. And you're going to say, you might say, maybe possibly God did it, but it won't be. It will be them playing the role of God. G-O-V, G-O-D. Same difference. It's what they've been doing. It has not been thy source, thy sustenance. Okay. Well, I think it's about a wrap. Okay. I think it's a wrap. I think it's a wrap. I'm going into the comments. Thank you guys. Thank you, Grace. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you guys. Thank you. Okay, so I think we need to give love to a widow and children and all of our loss of love, caring, etc. Yeah, I think we do too. But she's gonna have to care first, and she's not a widow because he never died. So sorry about that. Is Trump gay? I don't know. I don't know. But I'm just saying, if Melania is trans, then you do the math. Trump doesn't strike me as gay. He doesn't. He really doesn't. He doesn't. Y'all got to remember, Trump used to be a Democrat. So remember that. Like I said, he was, it's all orchestrated. I don't know how many more times I can say it. It's orchestrated. It's orchestrated. Okay, I'm just looking through the comments here. Everything happens for a reason. Yep. You said chest inside a chest. LOL. Erika playing chest. Oh, okay. Erika's a bad actress. Yes, and she's picked to be a bad actor because they have to tell us what's going on. That's how they escape their karma. Oh yeah, Trump knows how to play the game. He's great at it. It's amazing, in fact. I mean, I'm impressed how good he is. He's really good. But also, too, we got to remember about Trump. He's bankrupted like 6 companies. What do you think's happening right now? Like I said, the energy heist. I saw him running out with all the goods. Literally, we're becoming bankrupt, and he's getting away. But it's not just him. It's the whole system. They've been doing this on us for a long time. So it's no surprise there. Yeah. All right, guys. I love you guys. Yet MAGA is the most vocally against it. They call it coming from inside the house. Yes. Buffalo Wild Wings. Absolutely. Absolutely. It is my hope and my prayer. Please, y'all wake up from this. It's not just MAGA. Because do you notice how it can't just be right anymore? It's far right. And it can't just be left. It's far left. Because what are they pointing you to? The end of the age portal, the exit. So it has to look so foolish, so crazy, so outlandish that you just like, oh, I'm exiting this place. This is fake. That's what I'm saying. That's why everything is so far now, because it's literally opening a portal. And remember, Charlie put a tear in our reality to actually help us get out as well. So on one way, yes, all of these things are, they're playing us. But on the other end, if you are spiritually tapped in, if you're woke, and I'm sorry, I got to poke fun on this for a second, because it really annoys me that they use this word wrong. If you're conscious and if you're woke, because that's what woke means, it means you're conscious. It means you can see beyond the veil. It means you know what's going on. It means you are spiritually guided, like you know what's up. It means someone can't put the wool over your eyes. That is what woke means. It kills me that people are using this word incorrectly. That was a term coined back probably along, I mean, it was coined back in the 1930s, I believe, all far back there in the Black community. And then it got really a rise during, hip hop era in New York, stay woke. That's how we used it. And then the left or the right took it and turned it into a word. And they don't even know the meaning of the word. So, baby, if you're going to use a word, understand what it means, because it doesn't mean what you think that it means. Sorry, I just had to get that one off my chest. Really. Had to get that one off my chest. So, I love you guys so very much, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. I have my session discounted into the end of the week, so book your sessions and subscribe to the channel and like the video and all of that. And I will see you guys in the next one. I love you. I love you. I love you. And so it is as we walk together in divine love. Be well, guys. Bye. Oh, Michelle, you sent a Cash App? Oh, sorry. I just was like, let me check. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you guys. I really, really appreciate that. Okay. Have a good evening. Bye. Love you. Mean it. Bye. Love you guys. See you tomorrow.